we'll do CC and going like that. Hey, Claptrap. So this is Thunderpriest. He's got a forum thread looking for some help. People have tried to give him some suggestions and stuff like that.
Battle starts.
And so let's give him some food for thought. This is Neighbors, and he's got the cool start. So we're gonna do something kind of like this. I think that almost looks like you would see it. You know, like how you would see things on in real life, right? Something like that. It's kind of cool. Do that. Now you guys will probably notice I've got some changes done to my my Twitch stream, and so I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys. How things are looking. You'll note that you can see your text now. Yay. And I want to make sure audio sounds are okay, all that good stuff. Hey, Lert. We'll be getting your replay pretty soon. Well, not your... Well, I don't know if you're in it or not. Oh, we'll be getting to the Hainan replay soon. So Thunderpriest is in Tier 9, RIowa. Very fun ship. I don't know. I struggled with this ship when I was grinding her. I actually enjoyed RAzuma more. And I'm sorry if that causes offense. Look at all those shells. Wow. Huh. Never noticed that before. Yes, Lert, that is the Atlanta one. So Thunderpriest is top tier. Threats, if he shows broadside, Missouri, Georgia, FDG, will cause some problems. Sorry, I'm just going to turn down the music in battle a little bit. So all the battleships can cause him some severe punishment problems if he goes too broad. He's got cruisers there that he can pretty much, you know, whack. And then destroyer-wise, the Asashio with its deep water torps, ultra deep, are a threat. Mogador, probably a threat. Akazuki, I mean, he'll sit there and farm you. Now, I see that we have a little bit of, Thunder has premium consumables here. Missing his premium consumable there on the scout plane. He could launch the scout plane and might have a shot on the Helena at this point. But he's choosing not to, which is fine. I mean, aiming at long distance with that is kind of frustrating. Flag-wise, credit reduction, consumable reload, and free XP. All on, it looks like, the Type 5 hull, which does not give any XP bonuses. So I would say that the Papa is kind of a waste. I would not use the free XP booster right there. We also see the credit booster flag over there as well. Thunderpriest is using the zoom out mod, which I used to use quite a bit when I first started the game myself. I have since gotten away from it. I find it's actually more difficult for me to dodge torpedoes with it. So, just a thought. Wraith, how you doing? Shots out on the Donskoy. Interestingly enough, you were not detected with that shot. And a little late. Not too bad. A little late, though. These shells have quite the hang time. Now, you're heading towards the enemy team over this way. At the beginning, you've got 3 destroyers, and this is really on your destroyers. They did not spread out, so you're forced to go A and B, which I agree with completely. I would be looking at Missouri or the Donskoy right now. Don't worry about hitting the guys that are over here. You want to be hitting the guys that are pushing you. So, you know, something to be thinking about. It's easier to shoot someone that's pushing you than somebody who's trying to run away. Like, if you really want to shoot someone over here, I'd probably shoot Georgia just because it's going to be a lot easier to hit him. The Massachusetts will probably turn away as soon as you get detected. I don't know that your shots are going to hit. SAT is exactly right. He could be slowing down. He could slow down to, I would say, maybe half speed. Oh, nice. Double Citadel. Massachusetts didn't turn. That's on him. You could be slowing down to like a half and trying to stay kind of level with the Jean Bart. Who's your threat over here? Nobody. Except for the Missouri and maybe the Frederick, but mainly the Missouri. He's so far away. Yeah, I would agree with SAT. Lert, why don't you like A on this map?
Spotter airborne. All stations reporting the position.
Missouri takes out the Georgia. That's pretty good to start. And another shot's out coming for the Massachusetts. This time the Massachusetts decided not to let you hit him. How's everything going so far, everybody? You having a good Sunday? Well, yeah, Thunderpriest at this point is way too far out of position. He's trying to play this ship like a sniper, I think, and mitigate damage incoming, but the problem doing so is, as a battleship, you really need to be up on the front lines. Your Jean Bart is going to go down. He's being farmed like mad. Your Missouri also is really far up in the front lines. But both of them have kills. Both of them have done something for the team. You've got a couple of Citadels. You've done 39,000 damage. But look at your Missouri. Missouri just wrecked the Helena. Even though he's low, he's still making his presence known on the battlefield. Yeah, Kremlin's a lot of fun.
Spotter returning to ship.
Don't forget to join the raffle if you haven't already done so. SAT, can you go into more depth about that? You can even show broadside and ships can't hit your Citadel. Can you explain what you mean by that? And see, Thunder, you spent so much time going so far down and out. Your guns have been silent for quite a while now. Now, I'm going to say this too. If I'm on the enemy team and I see you pop up in and out of shots and stuff like that, and you're so far back like this, I'm not thinking that you are a threat whatsoever. I completely discount you on the battlefield. I am looking at the other battleships. I am looking to kill, like, the Missouri here, you know, or even, like, the Alabama's broadside, and he's a lot closer. So I think the Alabama is a bigger threat than you, and he's a lower tier than you are. Okay, so SAT is basically saying if you're above 10 kilometers away, it's pretty difficult for enemy battleships to hit your Citadel. So you could be showing a little bit broadside, and that's okay. Right, because not enough penetration capabilities. In other words, over time, your shells lose energy in the distance they travel. And as a result, they just simply cannot penetrate into your Citadel. Doesn't mean that you're completely immune, but it can happen. Missouri goes down finally to Miyoko Torpedoes. You're still ahead on ships, but you're low on health, relatively speaking. Ooh, something new happened. Vaporos, thanks for the follow. Told you, I figured some things out finally with this whole stream setup. Thanks, Alzu. Believe it or not, I've been a noob at this whole streaming thing for so long. I finally decided to try to get something figured out with it. So, it's exciting. It's kind of cool. What's up, wife aggro? Ooh. Missouri takes out your Miyoko. Ibuki takes out Mogador. But that Ibuki is in trouble. Just looking at his position, he is definitely overextended. Missouri's right freaking there. He's dead in the next salvo from the Missouri. And again, you are so far back, you're not really able to assert any sort of presence on the battlefield. You're looking at the Frederick de Grossa, you should be looking at the Miyoko. Miyoko is going broadside to you, and he's going to show up pretty darn soon. See right there? You're going to see him pretty soon. What's up, Princess Leia Lives? Good to see all the regulars here. Thanks for hanging out. Got some fun games coming up today. I posted it in the forums. If I can get to that post. There you go, you got the Miyoko, you saw him. And got one hit on him. Could be better, but it could be worse. Okay, good.
That was a great battle.
Now,
Stone the crows.
the battle's not over yet. The Amagi is celebrating, but look at your team. You guys are all balled up in one particular area. Now is when you want to start thinking about shooting the Hipper, but being careful not to show broadside to the Missouri. He's starting to get close to you. Let's see, so after this game, we'll do an Atlanta replay, followed by ranked Tashkent, and ranked RIowa, and ranked RAzuma, and ranked RJutland. Followed by Mogador, Bayern, and Sovietsky Soyuz. I don't know if we'll get to all of those. We'll see what we can do. Yes, not much contributed, absolutely. Now you're going bow into the Frederick, but you're showing us a decent amount of side to the Missouri here, which is probably not a good idea. I would also be looking at the Missouri. If you want to go this route, keep going forward and get to the Missouri side while bowing on to the Frederick. You can start hitting the Missouri here. Look at your team. Your team is all just lemming straight ahead in one direction. The Missouri is probably going to take out the New Orleans. It's really low already. Meanwhile, you're shooting at a battleship that's bow onto you. That damage is relatively meaningless. You're far better off shooting at the Missouri or shooting at the Hipper. Actually, the Missouri's kind of bow onto you now too. But Missouri is doing the same thing you're doing, reversing. So Hipper, definitely shoot the Hipper. Sure, no problem, Heartless. Yeah, and you'll get to see it, don't worry. Still gonna be releasing it and all that good stuff. Now you switch to HE because he's bow onto you. You gotta be looking at that Asashio hit. Was recently detected over here. He's in smoke. He might be firing torps at you. He might be firing torps at the Alabama and stuff. Missouri goes down. Again, like SAT mentioned, this is more the team effort than necessarily you helping out. And here you've got a nice broadside on this Frederick, but you've got HE loaded. And so now he can just show broadside and he doesn't care. He's going to go into a kiting position.
Our victory is in sight.
And just keep spamming secondaries on you or something. What's up, the Dash Hardly? Dash Hardly? Lert is right. Always expect torpedoes with enemies on the team. Especially where they are. You never know when they're going to hit. And look, you've got a Hipper that's broadside to you. But instead, you're going for the Frederick. At least you've got AP loaded this time. LOL, he took out your gun. I hate when that happens, right when you're about to shoot. The last one's the right way to say it. Alright, cool. Don't forget to get into the raffle, exclamation point raffle.
Problem solved, sir.
Giving away community contributor codes and subscriber camos today. Have to be following in order to win. Now you finally hit the right target, and let's see if you'll hit him. Nope.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Do I recommend the mod that shows ship angles, like this one right here, the Navigator mod? It's really helpful, especially if you're new to the game. Keep in mind that because of the curvature of the hull, it's not going to be exactly accurate. The front bow here might be showing you a flatter angle than the rear of the ship, so you need to take that into account. But like for example, right now, boom, I know I've got good penetration on this Frederick. Yeah, sorry Claptrap, yeah, you have to be a follower. Which is hilarious, because I think you are also a subscriber.
The ship is on fire.
And game's over. Hey, something else happened. The Dastardly is following me. Yay! Alright, so that takes care of the RIowa game. Thanks for the follow, by the way. We are now going to move into our next replay, which is the Atlanta. And I need to do a little... Oh, go away. I gotta disable that old notification system. This one's far better, wouldn't you guys agree? And the winner is your SAT score. Totally not rigged. Totally not rigged. I had everything all set up, and of course Windows 10 decided it was a great time to update my computer. Alright, SAT. There you go. Get our screenshot going. You'll defer. You have enough crates? Okay, well, do you want subscriber camos instead? I can send that to you instead. That's all feeling nice of you, man. That's a good shot. There we go. You also have too much camo? Okay. Tell you what, I'll do a redraw then. Don't do your code, I'll do a redraw and I'll give it to somebody else. Truffle me.
Action stations.
Truffle me if you're around. Say something. And we'll get it to you. Okay, so this is a division replay. So we have 212th Attack Battalion in the Atlanta. And then Lert in the Ashitaka, and giovybez, I don't know, and then Nagato, Arigato, Mr. Nagato, and yeah, I just gotta go over to Lert here for a second, because Lert's got the cool spawn on this map. SAT just raffle so he can say rigged. Nice. I mean, look how cool this spawn is. I just want to point this out real quick. Like, that's a pretty epic spawn point right there, isn't that? Yeah. So let's talk about the Atlanta here. We've got premium defensive fire, premium radar, and flag-wise, pretty much all the fixins. Anti-det, corgi flag for fun, speed boost, or the speed modifier flag, XP earnings, fire chance, fire flood, commander XP, anti-air, and consume a reload. Not a bad setup, especially if you know you're going to get into a game with a carrier. Like if you're division with, like, say, a tier 7 or 6, sorry, 7, tier 6 carrier or something like that. That could work.
Enemy force detected.
What's up, Cthulhu? Lert, yeah, the RJutland got some really nice buffs. Originally, it wasn't that great, but the guns have been buffed now. So it's the Amagi guns. They used to be like the Amagi A-hole guns or something like that, so they didn't have that much pen. So it's good stuff. Farragut is well,
All stations.
I have a feeling he's gonna die. You've got 8.5 kilometer radar, so just come around and yep. Oh no, he disappeared. Where did he go? LOL, there's the radar. How are the audio levels, guys? Everything sounding okay? I'm wondering if the sound effects level is too high. Now, interestingly enough, 212's division mates Lert and giovybez are going the opposite direction.
Off to a great start.
Alright, good. Levels are fine. And I think that's interesting. You're splitting your force, you're making sure that both sides can be covered. This is a standard battle, so it's a good idea to do that if you have confidence in your div mates that they aren't going to just go and, you know, wow. Yeah, I felt that was a little loud too, so let me turn that down. Voice message volume.
Reporting the target position.
What is that guy doing? You need sunglasses for that tracer mod? Eh. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it comes in really handy, especially when you got ships that are hiding in smoky smoke, and you just happen to be playing a battleship, just happens to have a scout plane. I mean... Alright, now you're detected. Oh, look! More food. What's up, trolls? Unfortunately, that Jaguar ducked into cover, but he'll be back. Meanwhile, a new challenger approaches. Now, the Atlanta is a great ship if you're good at hiding behind islands. Notice how 212 is using the island to block view of the Colorado, direct line of sight. The Colorado cannot detect him, and because of his high shell arcs, he could fire right over the island and rain death. And important to note, nobody is within this cone of vision. The Atlanta is about to get there, but the Atlanta is also behind this island. So this is very smart gameplay right here. You notice that the Colorado is angling, looks like he's angling away now. Could be because that Nicholas is spotted, and that Nicholas is probably going to make a YOLO torp run. What's up, Predator Us? Yeah, Predator knows what to do. Oh, all those torps were missed. Lol. That's alright. That's just more for 212 to farm. Lert, what happened to you over here, man? You're like... You're down quite a bit.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
AP loaded for a second there. The Dallas was showing a little bit of side. No more. Did too YOLO as usual? Lol. Yeah, there was a good opportunity to whack that Dallas there with torpedoes. That was missed because of focusing on killing the Colorado. Good catch there. Something something fight in the shade. Yep, true. Now, detected still, that means, yep, there's the Jaguar. He's within your range. He's choosing to open up. Now, if you're a destroyer player, here's a pro tip for you. Don't do this.
All stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
'Cause, I mean, that happens. Now, it's interesting. 212th is not using priority target. So he has no idea who's targeting him. But in this situation, it's actually working out okay because look at all the battleships. They're over on this side of the map. So, I mean, they, you know, it doesn't matter. Who's 212th afraid of at this point? The Dallas? The other Atlanta? Ah. The Scharnhorst is starting to come into range, so 212th needs to start thinking about that. You can see him right there. The Scharnhorst is low, and 212th has already realized this and is changing targets. And about to ram into an island. Yes, he did luck out with that ME positioning. We often see this, especially on maps like this, where it's a standard battle, is everybody still likes to lemming train to one side. And you can't afford to do that. Even notice that your team, 212's team, most of the teammates, I should say, went over on the east side. Can you imagine if all those battleships were on this side? 212th might be dead, or he might be playing a lot more cautiously at the very least. Pew 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 pew. Atlanta is a very fun ship, and if you've got the steel from clan battles and or ranked, I'll tell you what, that Flint is a good pickup too. I'm turning down the sound effects volume a little bit more, and I'll turn up voice message and gunfire just a little bit more too, then compensate. Sorry you missed a little bit of 212 farming there. That's alright. Hey, something else cool happened. I'm Joe Cool is following. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, SAT, I think you mean at the beginning there, you'd be asking the Nicholas to smoke you up, right? And that's why I was saying that Flint is a really good pick for steel, because it's the same kind of playstyle as the Atlanta, but you have smoky smoke instead of radar. And it's cracking. Nice. Yeah, you better blow that horn. But, you know, the smoke is long duration American smoke. It also comes with 9.2 kilometer torpedoes, courtesy of the Mahan. So, I mean, Flint is a really fun ship, especially if you have a div mate who likes to run, say, Belfast or Atlanta. Now, you could switch to AP here. Get some AP into the superstructure shots. Would be really sexy right now. Yes! Fries are done. Moving on, who's the next target? Well, why not the Scharnhorst? Scharnhorst clearly shooting at him. Again, no priority target, we don't know he's aiming at him, but with only 2 enemies on the map now, you can see that smoke puff from the Scharnhorst firing. So you know it's coming.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Scharnhorst has torpedoes, so you have to be thinking about that, cognizant. Those torpedoes can reach out to 6 kilometers. I like to add a little bit of a buffer in my mind, so I like to say it reaches to 7. Because if I'm charging into the Scharnhorst, I could possibly hit the outside extreme edge of his torpedo range.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Ah, okay, that doesn't sound as loud. I like it. Yeah, very good maneuvering. Absolutely.
Torpedoes to port.
Hey, look, there's the torpedoes. Now, it's time to radar. Oh, at this point too, I typically type in the chat, no cap kill all. Because I want that kill. 142,000 damage. There's the radar. Now, I heard that there's some kill stealing that happens here. And I'll tell you what, 212, had you radared as soon as your guns were ready, you probably would have gotten that kill. Oh wells. Nice game nonetheless. Thank you for sharing that. Lert, do you have anything to add to that since I know you were in that game too? Where's that? Where'd it go? Rank Tashkent is next. You would have had 9 kills if Geo and me hadn't stolen 2 of them. That is very true. That is very true. Alright, moving up with the rank Tashkent. Pocket Dogstum, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. He was very salty in his Discord, and you and Geo were very amused. Oh, I've had those games too. Those are great. Alright, Demasur, I'm gonna send over to you a couple of camo codes. Sorry, I'm kind of running a little bit low on PC container codes, so I want to make sure that I'm getting things out to peoples. Demasur, do me a favor and just send me a DM or something like that, direct message, so I can make sure to get you those codes. Don't want to slow down the stream and all that stuffs. Oh, that's a sexy camo. I likey that camo. That just, you know, it checks the boxes, you know? And also, epic music. Alright, so this is Wild Wings Fan in the Tashkent. We saw a couple of his replays before last week. We saw a Tashkent game. He screwed up some rushes against battleships and still managed to win, do some good things. So let's see how he handles the Tashkent this time around. Ashley, no problem, man. Hey, thanks for hanging out. It's always great to see people and see new people too. I hope you enjoy what you've seen, and please, by all means, send me replays if you want. I'm happy to you know, do some analysis of yours. Wings Fan, unfortunately, looks like he did the jump into queue and do something thing, but it looks like he's back as his turret is changing directions in the rear there. Aha! He is. Okay, let's talk about flags. We've got anti-det, fire flood, repair booster, credits, flood chance, and consumable reload, and credit reduction. Not a bad choice. You are missing the other fire chance flag, which is helpful. And a speed flag would be really good for the Tashkent too. Guarding spawn. No problem. There you go, Demasar. There's your camo codes. Thank you for playing, as always. Thanks for hanging out. Now, Tashkent and Ranked, this is not a cap bully destroyer, so it's unfortunate that the Kitakaze and the Jutland both ran off. I need to turn the audio down a little bit more. unfortunate the Kita and Jutland ran off on their own there, because then they're kind of on their own, and we're gonna go and take a look at that right now. You can see that the Jutland and Kitakaze have basically face spotted the Fletcher, who made a really big mistake and is going to be able to play another ranked battle very soon. Because there is absolutely no way that Kitakaze and Jutland will lose to a Fletcher. Absolutely no way that a Jutland is going to take a torpedo and die. Wow. Oh, Kitakaze fireworks!
Many thanks.
Jutland is flooding. Oh, facepalm moment. Bye, Jutland. At least smoke yourself. There you go. Ding, fries are done. That was just a waste.
Engine boost
I
deactivated.
apologize, we didn't cover what Wingspan did for a little bit there, but what he did was basically just spam shells from long range. What you do in this ship. Now the Kitakaze is already at half health, a little bit under thanks to the initial engagement. So one Fletcher traded, this is important, one Fletcher traded for a Jutland and half of a Kitakaze. That's pretty sad. Especially, I mean, the Jutland had Hydro, and I don't know if he used the Hydro or not, but whatever, it happens. Kitakaze's in a good place, though, to smoke up and farm these guys. What I would say, Wingspan, you should be doing is moving farther up north. Don't come back, go up north. By going north, you're going to force the enemy to split their fire. Okay? You want to take this Buffalo on an adventure, chasing after you. Take the heat off of your team. I mean, your Alaska is about to get blapped because he's just sitting broad, so he's sitting nose on, I should say, to a Georgia. Yeah, at least the Kita got the cap. That's important. And like I said, the Kita's going to be able to farm. You can see him shooting right now at the Georgia. So, you know, he's from the Georgia. But the Alaska is just... Why? What rank is this? Oh, this is the 10-5 bracket. 10-6, whatever. Hey, Sea Bear, how's it going, man?
Thank you.
Lion takes out the Buffalo, which is really, really important. Now, you're continuing to move south. I think what you're thinking about doing is trying to help your destroyer, but as you can see, the Kitakaze is going to just come in and bully his way in. Unfortunately, your other Kitakaze there wasn't prepared for this.
Engine boost activated.
Engine boost going. And there goes the Alaska. Wind is trying to get some torps into that smoke there. And he succeeds! He takes out that Kitakaze. That is huge. Beautiful play by Wind over there. Let's get back to your angle here. You've got that Georgia. Now you dumped all three of your torpedoes at the Georgia. The Georgia is probably going to try to make that exit down the channel. Yep. Your torps are going to miss. What I might have done is only fired one or two racks and held another one. Because what's this Georgia going to do, right? He can go charge the Ibuki. He can, you know, come out this way. One of the two. You got to be kind of thinking about what's the Georgia going to do next. This map is, Edgecase is exactly right. This map's a little difficult because you're stuck playing one side or the other, or the middle, but if you play the middle, you basically get, you know, Robocop from either side, so. And then this is ranked, so all you can do is watch as your teammates go and, you know, do things. It looks like the Ibuki is going to get a good torp. Yes. Wingspan using AP into the side. Ibuki gets a close quarters export. Heck. And it's now 4-3. You've got a lot of health and heals. Kitakaze does not have health. The Lion is full health. And your Ibuki is very low. So right now, I'd be saying to the Ibuki, dude, fall back, heal up, okay? I'd be saying that to him because what's going to happen most likely is he's going to turn into the middle and die. That's just what I see happening in ranked. When you get a ship that's low, they decide to charge for some odd reason. Lion is going up to B-Cap by himself. Not too bad of an idea, considering that you've got one Capta there too. I don't know if I would fire Torps right here. You're anticipating the Kaziik come charging after you. And fortunately, he shot at you. Okay. Well, if he wants to shoot, that's fine. DarthTacoPhan, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Don't forget to get in the raffle so you can win some prizes, get some loots. Now, where's the Ibuki? We haven't seen the Ibuki in a very long time, and I would expect to see the Ibuki getting into torpedo range of the Lion. Oh, and speaking of which, there were torpedoes that just went right past the Lion there. Sea Bear with the very stylish raffle me, bro. Now you can be more aggressive here. Oh, never mind. There's the Ibuki. Don't be aggressive. Ugh. Now your Ibuki's dead. And as I predicted, look at where he is. It's like, why are you pushing in? There's no reason for him to push. Now you have to be careful with the Ibuki. Very good HE salvos, as we can see there. Did not expect enemy Ibuki. I mean, you know, if you don't know where the enemy is, the last thing you want to do is charge into the middle.
Problem solved, sir.
Especially if you're low health. You stay back. And the Lion is now going to get farmed by the Kaziik. You are not doing too well against this Ibuki, unfortunately. There's the Kaziik. Will the Lion get the kill? HK says, do you think Tashkent could be more efficient somehow? Yeah, I think so. I think he could have been more aggressive, especially towards the end there. When it's down to 2 ships or something like that. He absolutely needs to spot something. Had he been a little bit more aggressive earlier, he would have seen that Ibuki earlier. Maybe your Ibuki would have lived. Who knows? We can't see what's happening over here because it's off the screen. So we're just going to have to watch what you do with this Ibuki. The Ibuki really doesn't have too much of a choice but to push into C. So be thinking about that when you decide what you're going to do for your torps and all that good stuff. You have another torp rack available. You could always send off your next set of torps. Now we do not have priority target on this. Preventive maintenance only is my guess. So, which is fine, but. Lion just charges Kita. He'll probably get the kill. That's probably true. Lion, of course, has that really good health pool, really good heal, I should say. So that could work.
Engine boost deactivated.
And the Ibuki, you gotta get closer if you want to spot him to get resets. Otherwise, I don't know what you're gonna see over here. Go. Thanks for the follow. Now, if you want to do this, okay, the Ibuki is gonna head north because he wants to do with the Lion. So you going north here is, in my opinion, not a good idea. I'd rather see you rolling out to the side like this. think that would be the better play. I'm gonna pause for a second. I want everybody to take a look at the minimap. I'm gonna make it as big as I can here. If you look at the minimap, look at where you are right now. Okay, Wingspan is here. Look at his concealment. Goes out to 7.4 kilometers, right? Now, here's the problem. If the Ibuki is right here, and Wingspan continues along this line, guess what? Ibuki says hello and plap. So, when you're playing a destroyer, I don't know that islands are your friend, really. So you have to be very careful about that. Again, another reason why I think you should have gone south, because then you've got all this open water here, and you dictate the terms of the engagement as opposed to the other way around. Let's see what happens. And yes, you should have kept resetting the Ibuki. Absolutely right, SAT.
The enemy is about to win.
The Alaska wants you to charge in and YOLO torp the Ibuki, which is... and... you know... necessarily know that that's gonna work the way you think. You've got speed boost available in 25 seconds. This is a game that you should be winning, but you're not. Oh boy, are you lucky that Ibuki was not next to the island. Still, he's gonna have a side on you, and he's gonna probably throw torps at you as well. I never listened to a dead Alaska. Lol. Very true.
Engine boost activated.
Ibuki very smartly puts Hydro on to make sure that your torpedoes will not find him. So now you have to be thinking like, oh, that's actually a pretty good dodge right there. Now you gotta be thinking, alright, I want to get these torps on him, but I don't want to die in the process. He's gonna try to kind of go more bow on to you to be prepared for you to turn and shoot. I would be going to the right here, not the left, to the right. If you go to the left, he can torp you as well. So you'd be slowing down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Wow.
We've destroyed an enemy.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Whew. Wow. That was a you got really lucky there. The Ibuki must have blown his torps or something, because you should have been torped by that Ibuki. Oh well. Immediate DCP. I don't understand what the Lion is doing. The Lion somehow allowed the Kitakaze to backcap him at B. What is the Lion doing? Well, every player makes a misplay. It's very possible for that to happen. Super Hellcat, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit ! raffle so you can get some goodies. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's somebody from 07. You would expect that player to not make that kind of mistake. But you know what? It happens. I make plenty of mistakes too. And P-38 Lightning, my favorite aircraft from World War II. Thank you for the follow. They win if you don't get A. Absolutely correct. The Lion absolutely has to get to A. The Lion hasn't taken that much damage. He's probably going to see torps coming in from the side. You going into the middle here. I get the idea of the torps back over here. I get the idea of healing yourself up. Lion gets into the B cap. You're trying to get to A to stall the cap, which I get now. Okay, you can do that. P-38 Lightning is my favorite, Lert. That is absolutely correct. Still have to get into A cap within 45 seconds. Prefer the BF-109? Yeah, I mean, it's a good plane too. Absolutely. I'm willing to bet that the enemy team was yelling at the Kitakaze just to run away. Because they thought they had this. Look at this. This is where the Tashkent speed comes in incredibly handy. Had this been a Kitakaze, nope, GG. SAT's right. Kita cries in a corner and save as a star. Absolutely GG. Yeah, I don't know too much about German aircraft. What I love about the P-38 Lightning, of course, is the looks and stuff, but I don't know. I just always found it as a very sexy plane that had an awful lot of weaponry up front. So, there you are. Cool. That takes care of that replay. Thank you, Wingspan, for sending that one in. That was a pretty interesting game. What's next? Ranked RIowa. The ship that you cringe when you see on your team. Ziggy Zach, congratulations, you have won. We're doing a CC container for this one. So if you are here in the chat, say something, say hello, we'll get you your code. Edge case, that was rank 10 to 6 bracket. Oh, this is not the right replay, sorry. Where's my other RIowa replay then? Maybe it's this one. I had listed an RIowa replay as ranked, but maybe I messed that up. I could have sworn I had a ranked RIowa game. I have like 3 total RIowa replays beyond the priority one, so it could be one of these other ones. We'll see. Alright, Ziggy, here's your code. Not this one either. Try this one. 3rd time's the charm, right? Ziggy. Well, you know, saying hello is nice. Yeah, RIowa did get the cool heal. Okay, here's the replay we're looking for. Standalone 97 in the RIowa. Actually, this will make for a good shot. RIowa and a Musashi, side by side. Brothers in battle. Who would have thought they'd see that, huh? That just looks cool. That just looks cool. And something cool happened. What happened? Oh, Big Bongs is following. Big Bongs, man. How's it going? I haven't seen you around in a while. Alright, moving on. We've got Speed Booster, Repair Party Booster,
Action stations.
Credit Reduction, Fire Reduction, Secondary Booster. That's a meme. XP. Not bad. The only flag I'm missing here, in my opinion, is the consumable reload. You are on, I think that's the Victory Salute camo. Not a bad camo, but I would be stacking more XP earning stuff than just the Equal Speed Charlie London, if that's what you're going to do. Let's take a look at the other ships here. Oh, and Musashi, not that well flagged, but it does have a ramming flag, so that's always nice. You have a ramming flag. You do not. There's also one major flag that you are missing. I'm going to ask chat to see if they can determine that. What is the flag that's missing? And we've got a Jutland here that has the flag that I was referring to. Standalone wins his own replay. He's missing the debt flag. Never go into ranked without protection, guys. You need all the protection you can get. Alright, and let's take a look at the Kitakaze over here. Alright. So everybody's got protection except for the 2 battleships, LOL. You are up against an Iowa and a Georgia, a Benham, Z46, Kitakaze, and Nustrashimi. You've got a Benham, Jutland, Z46, and a Kitakaze on your side. So I'm going to put a slight advantage to your team in the Destroyer category. Iowa Musashi versus Georgia Iowa. I'm also going to put a slight advantage on your team for that as well. But as always, it really depends how things play out. I would have loved to have seen you take a shot at that Kitakaze right there. He was stopped, he was reversing, he was broadside. Could have gotten some good hits on him, even if they're all over pens. Every hit on a Kitakaze is worth it because look at what he's doing right now. What rank is this? This is 10 to 6. Oh, this is the Azure Lane camo. Okay. No problem, Mitch. This is a mod, by the way, that allows me to see that. If I didn't have that mod, we'd have no idea what rank. We'd have to ask standalone. Torpedoes coming on the Iowa. You've got HE loaded. You're gonna pow him in the face with the HE. Yeah, you have to take a lot of snapshots. Look at now the new Sashimi's got that super heal. So you gotta think about that. You pop that heal a little bit early in my opinion. I don't know that you're gonna get your full mileage out of that heal. If you let that fire burn, maybe. Oh, that Iowa. Oh, that Iowa. Oh, that Iowa. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And the flood. And he DCP'd the other flood. Those are probably Nustrashimi torps. And Benham takes a first victim. Sorry, I like to make sound effects sometimes. It just makes the game more interesting. Like, if any of you guys ever watch The Office, I would love to have a sound mod that changes around the sound effect of like, taking a torpedo to, like, Michael Scott falling down the stairs or something. I think that'd be hilarious. You guys are pretty much all humping each other, except for that Z46. At least he's out there spotting and stuff like that. He'd be preparing for Kita rushing around the corner. Yeah, that Kita could just go la 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 and blap. Or it could come around this way. The Benham is my concern. If you look at where he is, he's in a really good spot to either cut around like this, or just charge in the middle and just fire torps like crazy.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Kitakaze, 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 Kaziik. Right there. No. Kita. Did you even have a shot on him? Oh, not yet. Never mind. Nice kill by that Z46. That might very well be the game-winning kill right there. I would probably at this point be communicating a little bit with the team and saying, where are we going? Because, again, you are balling up with the team. HE loaded for the destroyer duty now. It's up to you. A lot of people say that AP is still the better choice. You break a ton of modules in you know, HE, of course, but the AP is guaranteed damage, whereas when you hit saturated areas, you do less and less damage. Yeah, head desking is a lot of fun, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, Stan, what's the reason for stopping here and backing up like this? Also, DCP, you're on 2 fires, you might as well. Yeah, I mean, your DCPs are free, so I don't know why you're not DCPing here. You might be afraid of torpedoes. I can understand, but come on, man. 2 fires. It's a lot of hit points that you're blowing away. Yep, should have gone forward and turned. Absolutely correct. Although, look at your team. Your team is changing. Your school of fish is switching directions, and if you don't switch with them, you're going to get blapped. That would be the Z-46 sitting there in smoke. With French and Russian destroyers, Kita Haru in the game, 3 is the new 2. I don't know what you mean by that. But look at all these torpedoes that are flying all over the place for you and the Musashi. All fires, yeah. Good dodging, at least. But it's now 4 on 4.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh good, Venom got the kill on the Kita. Tsushima is spotted. Okay, so I would be expecting to see another set of torpedoes coming your way. Now, personally, I don't like to stop and bow on like this because I know torpedoes are coming, and it's really hard to dodge them when I'm backing up.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
2. So, right now, you're literally just kind of sitting there and getting farmed,
Torpedoes
while
to
the rest of your
starboard.
team goes and tries to win.
Problem solved, sir.
Interesting.
Torpedoes astern.
Ah, good. All skill, no luck. Venom gets the mid-cap. Big play.
Our victory is in sight.
Kita needs to stop the cap on the outer ring. Looks like he's going to. Nope, he did not. Yeah, it's hard to not turn into a torp wall. Absolutely. But see, reversing like this, now you've got another set of torps that are coming your way already.
All stations.
And just like RNG sometimes giveth, sometimes RNG also taketh away. Now, had you been using AP, that might have been a kill. I don't know. Tsushima dies, though. That's good.
Our team has taken the lead.
Yeah, the other thing, too, about sitting there and reversing is you allow the destroyers to flank around you and get side shots on you. Which, obviously, causes bad things to happen, too. So, if you're afraid to show your side in a turn, what I like to do is only turn slightly one direction. Just listing lazily to the left for you Family Guy followers. I would say something like that just makes it really easy to dodge torpedoes, or at least to have your rudder in a position to where you could switch it back. So just turn it into, you know, go into a half turn, like a lazy turn, and then unturn after 5 seconds or something like that. Get yourself moving even at a 10-degree angle. Is anybody surprised that Tsushima died? I am. I like that ship. I'm disappointed. Yeah, hey, no problem. I mean, that's why I'm always happy to see people sending in replays of even mediocre games. It doesn't matter. it's really good learning opportunity. So I really do appreciate you sending this game in. And you know what matters most? You won the game. So, you know, you took 900,000 potential almost. What SAT is saying there is if you wanna bow on or something, you can turn around an island so you back around that island. So if you do take torps, you're only taking them for a little bit, and then you're behind the island, and island armor is OP. Gotta love the opening music. There's something that I've been struggling with this question, edge case, because I've been finding this season of ranked, the battleships really don't matter much. I wanted 2k damage booster. Oh man, that's like you start hitting the mouse button and instantly blow up. Yes, the opposing battleships YOLO'd and died because they were trying to be influential, but they didn't know how. And like I said, it's something that I've been struggling with myself. I played Battleship at the early part of the season just because the French missions that were there. And, well, kind of regretted it, but also kind of don't because it's ranked and I just don't care this season. But, yeah. Oh, we're going up to ranked RAzuma next. Do our raffle drawing. This one will be for, I believe, subscriber camouflages, and how fitting if Claptrap wins subscriber camouflages. Congratulations, Claptrap. Just send me a message or a post or something like that, and I'll get you the message. I'll get you the codes. IHSM in RAzuma. IHSM is rank 6, so this is once again the 6 to 10 bracket. And Edgecase, you were saying you wanted to see ranked RAzuma play, so here you go. I hope you're happy. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna get that chrysanthemum up there. You know what, I can... Get that other ship out of the frame. Get out of there. Pretty. Okay. Oops, scroll lock on. I don't want scroll lock on. We want game. Okay, we've got speed. We've got Commander XP, Fire Chance, Anti-Fire, Fair Booster, Other Fire Chance, and Flood Chance, which doesn't matter because you don't have torps. Well, you do have one. Every ship gets one. Consumable Reload and Protection. That's good. That's good. Let's take a look at the other ships on your team. Z46 is not wearing protection. Yugumo is wearing protection. Irakaze is wearing protection. And Seattle wearing wait, is he? Yes. Alsace. Alsace. Oh, by the way, not wearing protection. Ugh. Standalone, in a situation where you're taking torps like that, it's a very good possibility that you will detonate if you take a torp on the belt just by the front turret. So keep that in mind. The bow on thing increases, in my opinion, your chances of detonating as well. Torpedo. Lert says, "My face is torpedo." You are absolutely correct, sir. Standalone has the det flag on now. Good. Okay, so let's talk about this setup. You have an enemy Musashi, enemy Buffalo, Tatonga, enemy Rune, Z46, enemy Yugumo, and Kirikaze. So interestingly enough, they get a heavy cruiser to your light cruiser, they get a heavy battleship to your light battleship, and they have a light cruiser to your super cruiser. So let's see what happens there. RAzuma's got, well, I mean, it's got hilarious good fire chance. And I think we're gonna see that here. It's got decent AP from the broadside, but the ship is so freaking long. It just takes citadels after citadels after citadels. It's clunky. Oh, your SAT score is on the enemy team in the Yugamo. I just noticed that. Did you see that SAT? You're on the enemy team. That's some hype for that, huh? Swear to God, these Muppets. How's it going? Oh, you wanted to see my anguish playing the RAzuma, huh? Okay, thanks. Thanks so much. I am now kicking you out of the clan. Oh, you're in a torpedo reload booster Yugamo. Nice. Do you find that the reload booster helpful for, in ranked, or do you think it's better to have the smoke? Well, SAT Potato on TV. Well, he probably knows if he will or not. Scout plane up to try to make a pick out of a ship in smoke. Not happening, but you got that Z46 there available to you. And one hit. Oh no, Torp reload booster and F3 Torps. That is meme worthy, son. But I mean, it's great for getting the blap on destroyers at close range, so I can understand why you would do that. And Mr. El Trapo wants to sit there and be farmed, so okay. Meanwhile, you're getting farmed by Fleet Commander. I've seen him before in ranked. Smoke is way better. Yeah, that's what I would think. Not sure why you needed to DCP there necessarily. Oh, there's Fleet Commander. Okay. So I guess that's SAT score that was getting cheeky shots in on you. Claptrap, haven't heard from you in a while. Make sure you post or send me a message so I can get you your subscriber chemos. What do we got on the docket next? We have a RJutland, Mogador, Bayern, Sovietsky, Soyuz. See which ones we can get out of that. And we'll go from there. Ooh, there's SAT. You see how RTashkent is basically playing the role of the kiting cruiser. He doesn't have the ability to kind of YOLO charge in with the RAzuma. He kind of has to, SAT with the meme kill. He's kind of forced to play more of a you know, in the backfield thing. Z46 is right next to BCAP. BCAP is being capped, so the Zed has a really good opportunity to go in there, pop his Hydro, and spot the Kitakaze. He is pretty far away for a farming cruiser, absolutely. Typically when you play a farming cruiser, you want to keep your main target, your main farming target within range, so that means that would be the Musashi. Fortunately, the Kitakaze and Zed have detected each other, and because the Kitakaze is out of smoke, you're able to see that, so that's good. Something cool happened. Top Gamer 246, thanks for the follow. Oh, and something else cool happened. What was that? Somebody just subscribed? Top Gamer, thanks for the subscription, man. Really appreciate that. First time that's happened on the new setup. I like it. And there goes the Kitakaze. Fleet Commander totally misplayed that. And absolutely right, yes, you would want to be farming the Musashi, and he is far too far away from that. However, that position did give him the chance to get some good shots in on that Kitakaze. Yep, free ship indeed, although, oh, here comes torpedoes on the Z46. Nope. Oh, your Yugumo is taking some hits. The Buffalo must have radared. Now, HSM is thinking to himself, where's that rune? And, where's SAT score? The rune is detected far away now, so that's one less to worry about. And there's the Yugumo detected by Seattle radar, so SAT score is detected now.
All stations reporting the position
Which means you are free to move up the flank if that's what you would like to do. To be honest, that's probably what I would do. I would move up to over here at this point. Just keep farming the Musashi, hit the rune, stuff like that. RAzuma AP is OP. It can be. Can be. Buffalo is now starting to run from his position. SAT, it didn't look like you took any damage there. Now your Seattle, Alsace, and Zed are all charging up into C, which is a very risky choice. At least the Seattle is smart and using Hydro. And there's SAT score once again. And there go the resets. SAT will not get that cap. That island spot that you were at is very good. Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure that we all learn from this game. And by the way, thank you so much, SAT, and everybody else for hanging out and putting in their commentary too. This is a combined effort. As the Musashi takes a fire, beautiful smoke by the Yugumo. However, HSM is not interested in taking that smoke. Only available for the north spawn. Okay, so you're talking about the spot that you were at, which is over here. Alsace just got farmed and killed and suicided. That is unfortunate. So now, I guess, best thing for you to do is to keep the attention of the Musashi on you and away from near Seattle. And there's Yugumo again. SAT has to be killed. It must happen. Yeah, I don't know why they left this map in the rotation either. And SAT is absolutely right. He can't really go to enemies. The enemies have to chase after him for the F3 torps to be as useful as we need them to be. So that's why you're contesting caps. That makes perfect sense, actually. Are we going to see some of your LOL F3 torps soon? I don't know. Also, bear with me for a sec as I replace the batteries in my headphones. I like to do this with wireless headphones. It allows me to keep track of what's going on, but give me the freedom to move around. I'm using Turtle Beach X41 headphones that I had in my old Xbox 360 days. These things are over 10 years old and they are still kicking. That's when you know you got a good product. Alright, totally not sponsored by Turtle Beach, unfortunately. Moving on. Musashi is in an interesting spot, so he's moving into a spot so he can get some good broadside shots on the Seattle there. That Buffalo is going to be a problem. Yeah, Yugumo doesn't... The thing that frustrates me the most about torpedo boats is the torpedo angles. And so, yeah, you can really only use your guns if you were gonna, you know, do anything that way. Musashi is staying where he's at that point. So, I mean, you could come up forward like this and get the pew-pew on the Musashi and piss him off. At this point, that's probably what I would do. Isn't there an Amazon plugin that lets you buy... I don't know. Remember, I mean, I've been streaming for almost 2 years now, and I just figured out how to get all this stuff to work. SAT getting behind the island there. Going back to that place that's a really pain in the butt to dig you out of.
Victory is in sight.
Our victory is in sight. Why don't you shoot the rune right now? Or the Musashi. That could work too. I mean, I know you want to get SAT, but he's too dug in. And I see exactly what you mean, SAT. That is a very powerful spot for a destroyer. Seattle's going to get himself killed. You have to get people shooting at you. Oh, also that Buffalo is north of the cap too, in a very strong island position. Notice everybody's south of C, so there's no one to dislodge you. Absolutely correct. And here's again, if you were to had gone this way, you'd be shooting the Musashi. Musashi would be looking at you and not the Seattle. A lot of target indecision, as IHSM isn't sure where to be shooting. That rune might be going for the flank around. You have to be thinking about that. Buffalo to Tonga. Kill the Buffalo. Kill him. Kill him. Shoot her. Shoot her. He's moving a little forward. Shoot her. Nice backing. Shoot her. Over here. Shoot her.
Spotter returning to ship.
Oh, nice. 5 hits.
Torpedoes
And the
astern.
Musashi might get torpedoed.
The enemy is about to win.
And the rune takes out the Seattle. I'm guessing the Seattle got whacked by the Musashi. And he goes, my bad. I love that in rank. My bad. That 46 smoking for no apparent reason. RAzuma was not the best choice, no. And I mean, it could have been, oh, Buffalo, of course, right when you shoot. That 46 is in trouble. Rune did not continue around.
Designated target. Torpedoes dead ahead.
There's SAT. Yumo asking if the Seattle died. Yeah.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
A little bit of anger in the chat there. To be fair, my bad is a lot better than what my team say. That's true. And yes, you guys did have it, but again, I really think you should have flanked around when you had that opportunity. Going back to where the team is enabled them to outflex around you. Now you've got 3 people targeting you. Not good. Kane Conan, thank you for the follow. Be sure to hit exclamation point raffle so you can get into some loots. High caliber, save a star reward. No support. LOL. No support. No support. Urgh! That's what they always say, right? Maybe you want to use your heal now. Just maybe you want to use your heal now. Akane, thanks for the follow. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Oh, that Musashi. If only you started farming him earlier, he'd be dead right now. AP perhaps, bro? Alright, by the time your AP loads, though, he's... Yep. This is what always happens to me. I see the opportunity, I switch to AP, and then they angle, then I switch to HE, and then they don't angle. LOL. SAT's torps go right past.
Torpedoes direct front.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, the podcast is something that's important to me, so I'm very happy to keep working with them and doing what I can. I don't, of course, want to dominate the discussion on the podcast, but I think it's important to be able to communicate and stuff, and, you know, give you guys, the players, some ideas and things to think about. Yugumo gets a really important torpedo kill on the Musashi. And if you look at the timer, though, you're still going to lose if you don't pick something up.
The ship is on fire.
Lert is absolutely right that AP salvo could have been aimed into the superstructure for more damage.
Spotter airborne.
Didn't realize the rune ran away. Yeah, he probably ran away because he thought he was safe and you guys were going to win. But then you're going to cap. Or I should say, RHSM is going to cap, and SAT is not capping. And just like that, you have 30 seconds to win as long as your Yugumo doesn't die. And look at him just face spotting SAT. What's the prize for the raffle? I'm flipping and flopping here. So I'm doing subscriber camos, 2 of them, and I'm doing community contributor containers, 1 of them. Both are really good. Subscriber camos gives you good stuff, really good stuff. And RHSM comes away with the win. Although I don't know that played the best, but you know what? A win is a win is a win is a win. Alligator11, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Let's see, who is next? RJutland, and I think that this is our buddy, well, Wingspan again. And let's draw our entrant. Aporos, you win. This is, let's see, I just finished doing camel code, right? Yes, so now I'm back over here on this side of things. Aporos, please say something in chat. There you go, good. Oh, this is not Wingspan. This is Jin Bloss. I'm not sure who that person is. Awesome. Somebody new. Always love seeing new people sending me replays. Pros, here's your code. Boom. Done. Moving right along. Let's take a look here. So, what do you have? Oh, I need to do screenshots. Boom. Done. Okay. Let's see. You are wearing protection. You've got you got XP booster. Consumable reload. The Dunkirk flag. Speed. And Commander XP. Okay. I don't see the fire and flood chance flags. Those would be really useful on the Jutland. Let's take a look at your buddies on your team, starting with your Fletcher.
Good luck and fair seas.
And what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? All the flags except the most important one. Excellent. Your Fletcher is not wearing protection. And not wearing protection. Take a look at the RIowa. RIowa is not wearing protection. Other RIowa. Nope, not wearing protection. And Alaska over here. Let's see. Oh, wearing protection. Congratulations. You and the Alaska are the only 2 players that will not detonate no matter what. Kind of a scary thought if you think about that. Oh, I'm glad that you appreciate the review and the analysis. Oh, where'd you go? I just looked away and I lost your message. A sunburn. Yeah, no problem. And Kenny, I'm glad that you enjoy my presence on the Warships podcast. I work during the day and they always recorded on Fridays, so I didn't have a chance to do much, but that's changed now that Kaloran's not there, so I'm hoping I can be on the podcast more often. Again, I don't want to dominate the discussion though. I don't know if this is the dude you got in the argument with on the forums. I don't follow the forums as often as I probably should. Sorry. Oh, it is? Okay. Venom in rank, not a fan. You know what? Venom is one of those kind of LOL torp boats. You spam torps everywhere, and if you get lucky, great, you win. If you don't get lucky, you've got a Benson hull You've got American smoke, and that's about all you've got going for you. Possibly a little early on the radar, or sorry, the hydro, but of course, I can understand that you don't want to get torped. Is no protection in rank going to be my new trigger? Well, you see, they're not removing the, they're not automatically giving everybody premium consumables like originally thought with the NTC, so we're still going to have that little triggering meme thing going on. As the Yagumo gets detected thanks to the Alaska's brilliant radar. That's huge. You get the resets, you can slow down, you can smoke. Now, I would smoke there, actually, and the reason for it is simple. Ah, lol, Fletcher dies. The reason is simple. You want to convince that Yagumo to stop in the smoke and think he's safe. Because you didn't, you kept on shooting him, and that encouraged him to run away.
The ship is on fire.
Which is what he did. What?
Problem
Oh,
solved,
whoa! You! Beautiful. I was just about to say, what rank is this? Oh, look, it's the 15 to 11 bracket. Surprise. Cthulhu, yeah, that's true. You can farm dead flags and randoms, but I'll tell you what, you can buy them as well, and you can buy them for credits now, and you can buy them for coal. I don't know. I have a lot of both, so I get it, but you guys don't, so, you know, that's not the case for everybody. I completely understand that. So, you know, you do you, but you're absolutely right. If you're unranked, wear protection. If you're in clan battles, wear protection. If you're in ranked sprint, who cares? It's ranked sprint. I am still stuck around rank 10, but I'm also not really playing that much or caring to play that much, so I was doing the French mission for cruiser XP, and I was doing the French mission for battleship XP in ranked because I had nothing else to do. And so now I've got the ability to actually play destroyers, which is by far the best choice in this season of ranked. I played one game in a destroyer. I decided I didn't want to think, so I just played Kitakaze, held down the left mouse button, I came in first on my team. There's that. Cthulhu likes to live dangerously. That's not a problem. Alaska likes to live dangerously too. I do not understand. Look at the Musashi. He's shooting your RIowa. He could be just punching the face in of this Alaska, but he's not. Oh well. Oh, matchmaking is definitely rigged. Alright, now's where you probably wish you had your hydro available. Free torp might be good. Too late on the pre-torp. Oh well. Moving on. Okay, now he's turning. But he's not shooting yet, which means he probably dumped torps your way. So slowing down, not a bad idea. YOLO Alaska. Well, it's only a YOLO Alaska if it doesn't work. And the torpedo explosion radii hit. It depends on the torpedo. Some of them have larger blocks because they're cubes that they use actually. I think so. They have larger cubes of damage penetration, so to speak. So you know, like a Yagumo probably could. Z46 probably not. But why run the risk? You know, why would you run the risk of that? Akane, thanks for the subscription, man. 2 subscriptions today. That's freaking awesome. I love that. You're sending your Twitch Prime subscription over to me. That just feels so freaking amazing. And torpedoes coming in from the left. Where are the torps coming from? Okay, that's the Benham. And you just smoked up right within vision of the Benham. You're farming the RIowa, but guess what? You're spotting the RIowa and he disappeared. What is going on over here? That Musashi has tunnel visioned. The Alaska, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to here for a second. Venom detected an A. If I am the Alaska, I am just hardcore charging the Musashi because I want to get on the Musashi's side. I'm charging the Musashi, getting as close as I can, and not shooting the Musashi because the Musashi might see me. I'm shooting at the rune at the time, and I'm trying to get to like here and getting an angle on the side like this because the Musashi's got that silly little cheek right there, AP right into it, and bam, down he goes. Alright, I like this decision here. Torp where the RIowa could be and go and meet the Venom. Oh great, yeah. 50 Scylla is perfect for the Research Bureau. Awesome, I'm glad that you enjoyed that, Paporos. Hey man, you deserve it for hanging out and following. Appreciate it. Yes, Jutland is great at controlling enemy destroyers. We're about to see this Venom get controlled.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Now, he's broadside, so I would have AP loaded for this initial engagement. Because your AP does by far more damage than HE. Now I would be switching to HE. You've got Hydro going. You know that there's no way that he's got torpedoes on you. Heal time. Good. And you've caught him indefinitely on your Hydro. Shooting, though, means that you can be spotted through smoke at this range. And he has fired torpedoes at you. You've chosen to reverse. Those torpedoes will not hit you. Enemy destroyer controlled.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
And finally, that Missouri wake us up to the opportunity to kill that Alaska. Oh. Yeah, Friesland, if it was on this season or ranked, would be a lot of fun. It'd be a really good competitor to the Kitakaze if we just sit down and hold the left mouse button and not think. How do you play USN Destroyer versus Jutland? You don't. Not by yourself. Yeah, even if you're in a Fletcher, you know, if you're in a black, you can radar him from your smoke. Sure, there's that. But the best way to deal with any Jutland in any destroyer is to force a 2v1 situation. If you don't have a 2v1 situation, run! Because it doesn't matter. Right away, throw torps, shoot, if you absolutely have to. Use your smoke to your advantage, get behind the smoke, and draw the Jutland into your friends. Good question, though, and I hope that answer gave you some good food for thought. Now, Jin has the advantage here. We don't know where the RIowa is, but we also kind of don't care necessarily for now. The RIowa is most likely looking at that Alaska and saying, food. Meanwhile, the RIowa... Oh, there goes the Musashi. I was going to say, the RIowas are doing exactly what I would have liked to have seen the Alaska do earlier, which is get on the side of him and charge. This RIowa made a big mistake. He's throwing his life away, and we're about to see him die right here. Devastating strike. It's coming. And a high caliber, too, because why the F not? Oh, nope. Okay, stop shooting. Stop shooting. You're about to get within vision. As soon as you shoot now, he sees you, and he's going to fire at you. Luckily for you, you outsped him, but that's only going to work so long. Smoke's about to dissipate, and when that happens, oh good. He's thinking you're on the other side. That's going to take him a little bit longer time to get his guns on you. Oops. And, oh, yes. We got ourselves an explosion. Where are you? There you are. If you die, I always get a screenshot of you dying, because it's fun. Right? It's fun. I just love the explosion, smoke, the carnage, the fire. Fire, 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 fire. Yes. And back to you. Now, in that situation, instead of panic firing all your torps, you could have also single fired your torpedoes. That could have caused a kill right there, that RIowa. Up next is our Mogador, followed by Bayern. If we have time, we'll get into the Sovietsky Soyuz game. I don't think we're gonna have time. Now, this game is all but won. The RIowas are off there. We're gonna fast forward because we kind of know it's a win. But we're gonna be prepared in case your team decides to throw. And Red Barchetta.
The enemy is about to win.
3 wins. This is going to be for camo codes. Claptrap still hasn't responded. I still owe him camo codes if he's around. And that's game. Stand alone, yes, fire 1 rack after he DCPs. You can fire another. The problem is the RIowa is so darn close. You have to be careful not to. You have to think about that. That's 20-second DCP, if I remember right, instead of the usual like 6 or 8, whatever it is, 5 seconds. So, you know, exactly right. All right, next up is set the Mogador. Here we go. Red Barchetta has posted. Let's get you your code. There's your codes. Those are for subscriber camos. Really good camos, especially as mentioned earlier with the Research Bureau coming up. 100% to XP, 150% to Commander XP, and 100% to Free XP if I recall correctly. And somebody followed and I didn't catch it, sorry. Oh, HSF Harikaze, thank you for the follow. Don't forget to enter the raffle, ! raffle for prizes. And the Mogador, because it's got that, like, such a long boat, I'm gonna go for a shot like this. Because that just looks fun. And there we go. Alright, good enough. This is a random battle of Russian cosmonaut... What? Ivan. Russian cosmonaut Ivan in the Mogador. I actually met him in at Anchors Away Anaheim. Pretty awesome dude. And standalone, you are divisioning with him, and you're pink. You are pink, sir. I am disappointed. Anyway, he is running protection, Hydra flag, other special economic flags, and speed. Not bad. And this is your day commander. Now this one, I don't know if I would run this camo with those flags unless you specifically want commander XP. Because you've got flags that boost regular XP, I would rather see you running a camo that runs regular XP. The Cleveland's fault, not yours. Okay. Did he derp into your torpedoes? If that's the case, it's technically your fault. And hey, you're wearing protection. That's good. All right, so Mogador, brand new ship. You're playing around in torpedo mode. You've got these fun torpedoes here, triple, and then a double. So you can fire 1 rack, a double, and then you can switch the other side, kind of like a Mayhem style. You've got pretty darn good guns. You've got 8 of them. And you've got speed, which I can see you communicating. Nice, you've got the engine boost. You've got the very powerful main battery reload booster, always fun at parties. Was grinding a commander, got it. Heartless, you're Russian cosmonaut? I'm sorry, I thought you were somebody else. Maybe I'm, I don't know. I've met people. Let's just leave it at that and be done. So you're trying to create a distraction by going this direction. Okay, this is Greece. And you're looking at going to sea to kind of backcap him, I guess? I don't see why that's a problem. Oh, Des Moines. I love fighting Des Moines in speedy destroyers like Kiev and Tashkent, Mogador. They're fun. You change your name in game? Okay, gotcha. Des Moines using radar. Now, I think it was a slight problem that you went into radar range like that, but that's okay. Also, I would probably shoot first and then start the reload booster. I know that's a very minimal kind of a comment, but just something to think about. You want to maximize your DPM and your reload with that consumable. AP at the initial onset made sense. That was good. And LOL, there's an island in front of you. Sauce, thanks for the follow. You guys like that graphic, by the way? I had some individual graphics all set up, and then I found this anchor one. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool since we're doing World of Warships. Not World of Pikachu. Daring torpedoes the RIowa over there. Where did the RIowa die? Oh my god, he was all the way out there? Wow. And the Des Moines is coming back for more. But you get to farm him for free because you're behind cover. Hey, Cremon, you have to be careful not to go... If you're going to keep going north like you are, you don't want to be turning into the island like that because... Hello, Des Moines. You might want to be turning out to kite away. You know the Des Moines is going to show up here. And there's the Des Moines. So I'm not sure what your play here is. I mean, I guess you're gonna try Okay, you're waiting for him to turn, and you're gonna AP him into the side, and you've got your main battery reload booster ready, and here it goes. And you're reversing. Now you're going forward. Citadel.
The ship is on fire.
2 citadels. 3 citadel. Like we're the Count on Sesame Street. 4 citadel.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
And yeah, well, he learned the hard way not to give broadside to a French destroyer. And you've got an Edinburgh right there. Oof. Yeah, the Des Moines seriously misplayed that. Seriously misplayed it. The Edinburgh, though, I'll tell you what. He's got that sexy citadel, too, that you can easily hit. The only thing to think about with that is he's got the rune there to back him up. And that's why I was thinking, if you were gonna go like way up here and stuff and kite away, it would have taken a lot more time to kill the Des Moines, and I don't know, I think you could have mitigated some of that damage, but still, 6 citadels, yeah, it worked. A competent Des Moines player, though, I'll tell you what, a competent Des Moines player would have bowed on you, fired off their Hydro if they had it. But that did not happen, so that's okay. King US Cobra, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the torps are there to, absolutely, they're there not to necessarily hit, although that's always a bonus, but they're there to basically totally screw with the guy and make him think, oh my god. You just pulled the Notzer maneuver, but fortunately Standalone is there to give you smoke. At that point, I might have turned the other way and reversing, so that I could have an escape route north, but that's alright. Time for more broadside, time for AP with battery reload booster. Eee, there's a citadel, there's another citadel. How dare he runs away. Oh, and you got that cheeky fire at the end. See, now, had you been the other way, now you could be chasing him and pursuing him north with your Fletcher buddy. You could You could also farm the Richelieu. He's just sitting there, you know, he can't even shoot back at you because his turrets are the other way.
Torpedoes to starboard.
LOL, fire chance. Hello, Georgia. Yeah, a little tunnel visioned. That happens. Man, you really wanted that undead. Jeez. Back off. Slow down. Save some room for later. Good dodging. You see again the French destroyer strengths coming out here, that tremendous speed, allowing you to disengage and get out of there. Fine, Seabear, let's all just pause the game and wait for you. Game is tied up, but you guys have a significant health advantage. 150,000 more health than them. That's because they lost 2 battleships and you've lost 1. Georgia, oof. Now you gotta be careful with the Georgia. Georgia's got those secondaries. And you got that Cobb coming in too. And the gearing. Wow, they're all upset with you. Well, you guys. Both of you. Turning away and shooting, not a bad idea. Kitty Cat wants some attention. Oh, and there goes Standalone. Too deep. Got himself into trouble. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. And LOL Georgia.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
And will you be able to rip this Kava?
Problem solved, sir.
Of course, you're using Green Battery Reload Booster. It's Infinite Sadness from Squad. I know him. Not a bad player by any means. But that Reload Booster says die. Now you could start slowing down here. If you want to keep your broadside going, slow down just a little bit and that forces his shells to overshoot you. Nope. Ovechkin says you die. Yeah, surprise gearing, man, that happens. What do you want, kitty? What? You want on the left? Pardon me, guys, kitty cat. Oh, and I missed the explosion. Dang it! Still do it. I can still do it. Oh, look at that. Dead ship. Sorry guys, I love photography, so you're just gonna have to bear with me as we if I can get the sun in there. Kind of. I can kind of get some parts of it, but not too much. Alright, let's do one last shot and then we'll finish up. The battle is pretty much over. You're probably gonna win. We'll fast forward a little bit. And yes, kitty cat sabotage. Shaking my fist at my cat. Ooh, I posted on Twitter, by the way, if you want to see my kitty. Alright, moving on. Let's draw our next entrant. This is for a community contributor container, and that is Mr. One-Eyed Bootleg. Bit of a fixture on this channel, as always. Thanks for following and hanging out. Been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it was fully done photo mode Zach. Bug Ouija to add one. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to get a photo mode into this game. Yoo-hoo, you're here? Yeah, right. There you go, like, bam, done.
Our team has taken the lead.
Looking for a fun group? Consider Starfleet. Okay. Alright guys, if you want a fun group, there you go. I might just have to check it out. Sorry, fellows and Kraken. And that's game. A nice game in that Mogador. Pretty impressive, showing the strengths of that crazy ship. And next up is the Bayern. Alright, we're going down to tier 6 for a change. Love it. Can't wait till you get your 17-kilometer range Kleber. Should be fun. Now SAT to critique you, huh? Oh, no SAT to critique you. Yeah, maybe he's distracted. Maybe he's looking someplace else. Guys, I am so excited. I have a chair coming. I have a chair coming. Oh, and this is Cthulhu. Cthulhu and the Bayern. Look at this ship. All these flags. And not one is... Oh, no, you got the protection. Good. And you got that flag, too, which is fun. Bayern's an interesting ship. Really good penetration. Terrible dispersion. Fun secondaries. They have really good anti-air. SAT offering to critique you. And you say, go nuts. Love it.
Battle starts.
Yeah, I'll throw some pictures of the chair I get up on Twitter. I'm so excited. I haven't had a... Yes, I'm excited about a chair, Princess Leia Lives. I'm sorry, deal with it. I've only had office chairs. I've never had an actual gaming chair before. I'm really excited to have an actual gaming chair because I've been putting so much more time into the game now, sitting at my desk, at the computer, and all that kind of stuff. So, looking forward to that. Guys, this might very well be the last replay out there. We'll see about timing.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Pensacola, best cola, wants to die.
Stations requesting fire on the designated target.
One overpen looked like... it happens. Do I follow Mr. Gibbons at all? He's become a meme legend. No, I don't. I know who he is. First mistake playing Bayern? Oh, I don't think that's a mistake. I love the Bayern. I really enjoy it, especially in scenarios. Use an office chair as well. It's comfy. Yeah, I've got... So the office chair I'm using right now is a Serta one, and... You know, the same people that make the bed and stuff. It's a relatively comfortable chair, but I'm finding myself sweating in it a lot. And I'm running into some back issues with it. So I'm hoping that this chair kind of helps with both of those. And adds a lot more flexibility to things. And yeah, we'll see. Bayern is kind of like a worse Warspite, that is true. It's a free Warspite, how's that sound? I might just give my office chair to my cat, that's a good idea. He likes it so much. Speaking of Warspite, well, that's a Queen Elizabeth. Very similar, though. Alright, now that my cat is on me, I'm going to give him a little bit of a brushing. And he's probably going to get angry. Oh well. Alright, you are now kind of being farmed. Not anymore.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Suki is smoking up behind the Dallas. One of those moments when you've got all the right intentions, but your execution is just terrible. I don't know. I never cared much for the Queen Elizabeth. The Warspite I enjoy playing. It took me a while to enjoy her, but I do. I like the old Warspite before they buffed the turret traverse and it was like WD-40. By the way, I didn't do a little bit of an analysis of the matchup itself. This is a tier 6 game with tier 5s, and I mean, you're obviously top tier. You're in the big bad battleship, and you've got tremendous penetrating guns. Tremendous penetrating guns. I totally timed that at the right time, didn't I?
The ship is on fire.
Yeah, the cat very well might demand the new chair instead. We'll have to see what happens. Sitting broadside like this, Cthulhu? Bad. You saw what the Queen Elizabeth just did to you. You're on double fires. You should DCP now, and you should definitely use your heal as well. Hey, cat, you've got knots all over your chest. What did you do to yourself? Just Pensacola things. That is very true. The Pensacola misplayed. He stayed the same course. If you're going to play the Pensacola, you wag your tail like a shark. Okay? You wag your tail like a shark. Pretty shark, nice shark, good shark. Wag your tail like a shark. Especially if you have an Indianapolis. Oh, too soon? Thing eats HE shells. Yes, it does. You should definitely be kiting away, but Cthulhu says, no, I'm gonna go and kill more things. Queen Elizabeth is kiting away. Oh, look, a wild Dallas appears. Well, if you run into the border, you just turn and bounce off the border in a sense. It's not that big of a deal. Far better off to keep your motion going, because then you've got options, you've got maneuverability. You get around torpedoes and stuff. Okay, kitty cat, I'll stop now. Tremendous penetrating guns.
Nice work.
What was that? No, your Dallas, yeah. It's aggressive, but I mean, what's there to threaten him? I guess the Nicholas? If he pushes in too hard?
Problem solved, sir.
Heal time, heal time. And shoot your guns, man. What are you waiting for? I mean, it's a fully broadside New York, man. Just shoot the guy.
Starboard.
All skill, no luck. No, I know what you're doing. You're listening to me when I always tell you to shoot the destroyer in a battleship. You didn't heal. You didn't heal though. I do respect the ballsiness too.
The ship is on fire.
Pardon me, I've got a big clump of fur I need to throw out. High risk, high reward. That is true. Who got the fires on you? I'm guessing... That doesn't matter.
Enemy battleship sunk. Our team has taken the lead.
Now you're giving broadside to the New York. Would have been better. Pause. It would have been better for you to turn left and turn your turrets to the right. at this point. By doing this, you give the New York a little bit of a shot at your broad. But then you've got this RIowa over here. The question is, will you be able to shoot at him? I don't think you'll get it. Nope. And sorry, Cthulhu, you get a death shot too. Haha. Oh, that looks so cool. Here, that looks cool too. I love the look at that. Look at the reflection on the water. Yeah. Get you back down here. Get you down. Look at that. That is... Here lies dead ship. There we go. Always happy to support the wiki. Sadly, I can't use these screenshots for the wiki because it's not using standard or permanent camouflage. Oh well.
Our team has taken the lead, everyone.
Oh, look at that. The Sun Bun, you're here following. Congratulations. You got yourself 2 camo codes. Means I can switch over and fix that.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Look at these ships go by. Pew 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 pew. Just turn reflections off. Why would I turn reflections off, 737X? Why would I do that?
Good show.
Our team has taken the lead.
That was a great battle.
I'm very curious. Is that like a graphical thing? Like, is that like help the game? Wow, that was fun. That was cool. Someone, by the way, are you here? I need to know so I can get you your loots. Because so many cool people are on the stream right now, we're gonna do one more game, and then we'll stop. And that the other one that was voted on was the Sovietsky Soyuz. So let's check that out. And I think someone just followed. MotoWolf, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the aggression was pretty awesome. Yes, it got you killed, and in situations where opponents maybe are playing a little bit more carefully, that could obviously be a problem. So, Soul Daddy, thanks for the follow. Make sure you hit exclamation point raffle so you can get in the raffle for some goodies. And what camo is this? Is this the perma camo with the alternate color scheme? Is that what this is? That's beautiful. I haven't seen this before. I love this wall plate here, by the way. Very, very stylish. Actually, it's the door so you can get the plane. It's the hangar. Still, it just looks funny. Flags. You've got credit booster, speed booster, anti-flood, repair boost, fire reduction, XP, consumable, credit reduction, and commander XP. Not bad. It's the hunter camo. Oh, okay. So, for those of you guys who don't yet have a Sovietsky Soyuz, this ship, just like the Lenin and the Vladivostok that precedes it, and the sign up before it, you get the idea, and the Ishmael, you cannot show broadside in this ship. You will be punished severely for doing so. Turret traverse is pretty good. The guns themselves are pretty good. So in a situation where the enemy can't get around you, you have a significant advantage. Really good armor. You've got limited use charges of your DCP, so you have to be very judicious about when to use your damage control. So there's that. It's kind of in long, drawn-out fights. If you don't use your consumables right, it can be a problem. You've got premium, consumable, premium, and standard. The fighter, I mean, against carriers, it's really nice to have that premium as well. It was your first game in the Soyuz. Okay, good to know. And absolutely correct, SAT. There is a fine line between aggressive and suicidal. I would say that is one of the most important lessons and what differentiates Unicums, Bluenicums, blue players, whatever, from quote-unquote average is knowing when to push, when not to push, the right proper application of aggression, and not the over application of aggression. You hate passive cur first. Well, yeah, passive cur first is almost an oxymoron, just the way it's set up. And LOL, Alzu, you're about to rear-end a Des Moines. That's the right thing you want to do for a teammate that's got a really good position, is just bump him a little bit and force him out. Yo dog, I heard you like getting shot at. Doink. Be passive aggressive then. Yep, he's gonna duck behind the island, and that's your opportunity. Question is, did you aim your shells right? You did. Unfortunately, you had HE loaded. L. Oh, the Des Moines is very happy with you, by the way. He said thanks.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Aww, just when you had a shot at that Hindenburg. But you've got a shot on the Shimakaze. Take it, take it, take it! Take the shot, kid, take the shot. Oh well. Tell you what, if even one of those shells hit, I mean, could have had a big difference. Maybe. But you've got the Hindenburg now. Shoot the Hindenburg. Shoot it. Pay attention. Shoot the Hindenburg. Too late. Oh, Turpits. We're first going down the channel. He's going to get locked into that channel there. Don't worry about the Musashi. He's a big boy. Are you going to shoot?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
There you go. Now turn in, because you're about to collapse into the island.
All stations,
1444-4.
strategic target. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
It's just a Turpits, man. I would still turn into them because look at these ships over here that are coming up. Love this music. This used to be the premium port music. And then they made the premium port free for everybody. Turn, turn, start looking at the opponents here. You're not going to get another shot at the Turpits for a while. Keep turning is important, because look at this cur first. Don't turn out. You're about to possibly beach? No, it'll be okay. But yeah, I would have liked to see you turn in there. Ooh, Baltimore. Baltimore, Baltimore, Baltimore. Heal would be good too. Baltimore would be good. Alright, listen, if you listen to the podcast about burnout, by the way, heal, man, come on, use your heal. Then you'll understand, like, I just don't play the game much anymore. Other than the special modes and stuff. So right now, when I'm on, I'm playing ranked or I'm playing clan battles. Yeah, should be turning in. Exactly right, SAT. Should be healing too.
The ship is on fire.
Tirpitz has decided to be very aggressive.
Problem
Now,
solved, sir.
if you pull forward here, you'll have the Kerfers. You'll have the Kerfers on your broadside. So, I don't know if you want to pull forward here in this instance. I'd be going like half something. Because look over here. Sorry if the music choice doesn't work. It's all random anyway. Kerr first goes down to the heart, to the Koryu. And Alzu really wants to make sure that Tirpitz is dead.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Good dodge.
Concentrate fire on the designated
Yeah, you needed a Citadel hit, that's true. You get the enemy to like 300 hit points and then boom, Citadel. Or Detonation, that's even more funny.
All forces, capture that area. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Whoever called out Charge and C was a bad call. Yeah, look at the mini-map. Clearly, that's not a good call. Akuria needs to move, he's cutting away. Hinny's cutting away, Jutland's cutting away. Those guys are doing what they should be doing. Your Salem, however, is in a really bad spot. Ouch. You could shoot the Moskva. I was just gonna say, wait for the Salem to pop up would be my suggestion. Because... oh boy. Oh boy.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Oh boy. What are your threats over there? Hindenburg and Moskva? You could be aggressive and push in. You have to deal with the Hindenburg Torps. Well, the Salem didn't know Alzu was there. Nice hit. I have not seen you reinforcing your sectors at all. Ouch. Double ouch. You could play the Guardian there and back off, but that's going to take a lot of time. I would probably go forward and try to get a shot on that Hindenburg. Like, if you can go past this island there, this guy is dead.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Oh, of course, I still love the game. It's just I don't have time. As a way to get out of burnout, I've been playing other games too. I've been getting back into Magic the Gathering lately, and you know, whatever. By the way, heal, dude. You got a heal available. Might as well use it. The replay should show it. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, it does show that you are left. Yep.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
No, it's going to take a lot to get me to stop playing this game. Not subs. DCP, by the way. You've got plenty of DCP available. DCP.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
DCP. There's no point in wasting this health. You only have 2 shots of heal left. DCP. Yeah, subs aren't going to get me to quit playing the game. NTC isn't going to get me to quit playing the game, or whatever they call it now, the Research Bureau thing. All I'm going to end up doing is spending some of my free XP, getting myself a free Colbert. Very late on the DCP there. And at that point, you're almost better off just letting it run its course. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to get myself a free Colbert, so... Whatever, I'm fine with that, I'm cool. Gucci. And then after that, yeah, whatever. Got so much steel right now. I love it. I love it. I don't have to play ranked. It's the weirdest and coolest feeling that I've had in about a year, maybe longer. So that feels damn good. And yeah, it's whatever. You'll see me playing randoms at some point, especially with test ships. I'll be playing randoms. The only problem is when I'm playing test ships and randoms, they often don't want me to division up with people, so... Yeah, there's really no point in grinding because you get all those free head starts. Yeah, absolutely correct, and it's something that I've mentioned to Wargaming before. Obviously, they don't want the shotgun thing that happened with like the German battleships or the British cruisers when they were released, but you know what? My suggestion is cut it off at 5. Get a boost at a 2, 3, 4, or 5 or something, and who cares, you know? Scarbuzz, thanks for the follow. Yes, good job getting in the raffle there. We will do one last raffle drawing at the end of this replay, and then we will be done. Till next weekend. Oh, I might be streaming NA clan battles tonight. Do you guys want me to stream NA clan battles? Would you like to see that? Like the higher tier ships rentals. That's a good idea. And then they disappear. That's actually a really good idea because then players get to experience the high tier ship. They get to try it out. And then when the ship line gets released, they have to go back and redo it. Yes, he did perma lose an Alsace turret and he just lost another one. Yeah, Wargaming makes more money, yeah, but that's cool. I mean, you know, I don't mind Wargaming monetizing things. I mean, how else do we have this game? I probably would have shot the Hindenburg right there. Oh, Musashi.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Yeah, something with tier 4 would be nice, or tier 3. I've proposed to them a ranked sprint at tier 3 or 4. To the left, too late. I think that would be a lot of fun. Or tier 1 ranked, right? Although that would be Black Swan spam. Everywhere. Oh, this Alsace is giving you broadside. What is he doing? A little high there, but you citadeled regardless. Savage battle ranked? Oh my god. Yeah, 3 or 4 ranked sprint would be super fun. Super fun. And what a cool way to engage some of the newer players or the low tier players and get them involved in this game too. You know, there's a significant portion of players who just love play at the low tiers and they don't want to play anything higher than, say, 3 or 4. Clemson Palooza. Yeah, sprints are great because you can bring a friend. Absolutely.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
As we approach the end of the stream, guys, I'd love to get some feedback from you on how the overlays are looking now. Do you like them? Are they good? Audio level is great. All that good stuff. To have everything set up right. Only way to improve is to ask. So let me know. Halloween battles ranked. Oh, now that's an interesting thought. Also, you might be able to shoot that Hindenburg. You might be able to lob the shot right over the... Never mind. Cool, alright. And the Audacious just killed somebody. I missed it. Thoughts on subs? Yeah, you're exactly right. Wargaming cannot afford to screw this up. So my thought on subs is the ball's in their court. They've said that they've learned from their mistakes with the CV rework. We shall see. My hope is that they make it a separate game mode that stays out there. Also, reinforce your left squadron. Your left side. Anyway, my hope is that, you know, we see it make its way into just a specific game mode, and that's it. And, you know, that's fine. People can play the game, or a variant of it, and have fun. That's not a problem. Wow. Oh. Spoke too soon. Started optimism, sure. I mean, you know, as long as they keep it out of the main game right now, it's fine. If they add it to the main game, I mean, people are just gonna have to adapt. Have to learn to dodge, have to learn to play differently. You know. We'll have to see how they handle the anti-sub warfare stuff. I mean, it could very well be computer controlled, just like the way they did it with the carriers. You know, I think it's difficult to ask someone to manually control that at the same time as everything else that's going on in the battle. We'll see. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and all we can do is wait until it starts hitting testing to find out. I'm a super tester. I'm gonna probably get access to that, and I'll be able to test it. Unfortunately, with my role as a super tester, I'm not able to divulge any of my feedback on that, or my opinions, or any of the gameplay and stuff like that. I have to wait until all the other community contributors get access to that as well. Plus, I don't think it's fair anyway, you know what I mean? It's like, hey guys, I got this cool thing and whatever. Leopard, you want your Kraken? I don't know that you're gonna get your Kraken. French sub had a big gun on it? I don't know. Like I said on the podcast, there's just so much going on. It's really hard to follow everything and just keep it all straight, so I don't, I just let things happen. Booger Red, thanks for the follow. Make sure you get it on the raffle. Exclamation point raffle gets you in. 40 seconds to go. Will you get your Kraken?
Problem solved, sir.
Nope. Aww. And that's gonna be it. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out. Let's get the horn going. Let's do our last raffle drawing. Last chance for what was it? Claptrap to claim your prize. If not, I'm just gonna have to draw somebody else for your prize. This prize is for a community contributor container, and it goes to Kremoa. Congratulations, Kremoa, on the CC container. Here. Stick around for a second, guys, and we will probably end up re-raffling. Cthulhu denied. Lol. Alright, Kremoa, just send me a message or something like that. I don't know if you're here or not. And then let's move on to next drawing. Replace for community contributor. Or no, this is for subscriber camos, and it goes to Mr. Top Gamer 246. Congratulations, sir. Send me just a message or something like that, and I will get you. Your code. Actually, no, that was it. Oops. That was being weird. Yeah, Ray, thanks for hanging out. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We're going to raid somebody next. Who do you guys want to raid? You had a good chunk of coal from that. Nice. Okay, awesome. Oh, you'll win at some point, Heartless. Yeah, we should raid Fem. I agree. I don't see any of the other community contributors online. Do you guys see any community contributors online? Let me take a look. Fem works for Wargaming, so she's good. But I want to see if I can raid somebody else. I'm looking for a North American community contributor. I'm looking, and I'm not finding one. Okay. Well, we're gonna raid Fem. Everybody ready? NACCs don't exist. There are none? Whatever, citizen. Congratulations, by the way, for becoming our latest community contributor. Make sure you give the wave, by the way, to citizen, but also to Fem when we raid her. And here we go. /raid Fem in Lee. There we go. Alright, make sure you give the characteristic Zath Wave. Once again, if you are Kremoa or Top Gamer, send me a message so you can claim your prize. Otherwise, they just stay back in the pool for somebody else to win next time. Here we go, guys. It's time to raid. See you all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Good luck at clan battles tonight. If my clan is cool with it, I will definitely stream clan battles, and hopefully we can get ourselves up to Hurricane level. Take care.